Holy crap. Deal of the century time. 13,300 pound Pinnacle landing down here at A1 RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is where we sell RVs on behalf of their owners. And this is just not something you're going to find every day. A virtually new Pinnacle with generator installed hitting the used market. So naturally, whenever you get something like this that's like super late model and really high end, the first question that comes to my mind is, why'd they want to get rid of it? And basically it was due to some circumstances outside of the owner's control. They just weren't really going to be able to camp in the foreseeable near future, the next couple of years. So said, you know, it pains us to do this, but we just got to let it go. Hey, you helped us get this thing. Can you help us find a new home for it? And absolutely, that's what we do over here at A1 RV, which is ironic that I'm saying this because I'm actually physically recording this here at Haylett RV right now. A1 RV is just down the street about a mile. A1 is where we do consignment sales. That's where we sell these big bad beauties for people. But don't let that mess your head up. As far as you're concerned, it's just another beautiful used fifth wheel out there. We can still do hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals. We can deliver it and anything in between. Cool thing is, this thing is still, it's so young, basically, you could potentially still qualify for same as new financing and just not have the new RV price tag. And I mean, if it gives you an idea of how little this was actually used, I just checked the monitor panel up there. The generator has 0.3 hours on it. 0.3. 0.3. So, as far as I can tell, we had the generator owned in factory installed, and we did some testing to make sure everything worked under loads, and I don't know if it got used again since. Again, pretty much a new RV at a used price tag. Pretty cool deal. Okay, so there's a ton I could talk about on a Pinnacle. I could go on for 2 hours and still not hit everything I want to talk about on a Pinnacle. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to subject you to that. Instead, I'm going to try to give you a nice flyby tour here and let you know if you have any questions, please call our team. We are absolutely looking forward to working with you and getting you camping here. Now, that TV is actually on a telescopic lift over there. Televator sometimes it's called, but it's on a gas strut, so you can just push it physically down behind that electric space heating fireplace and enjoy an extra window behind it. You can kind of peek right here. Now, this is a 102-inch wide body product. That means 8.5 foot wide. So something that's less obvious here is that is a wider 3-adult seating sofa with normal size side stands. Because the RV is 6 inches bigger, they can, have the room to do that. You have household and USB outlets on both sides, all the windows open for airflow, roll down night shades, power theater recliner with heat and massage functions. Thank you very much. And that's a nice little kind of like love seat style if you're looking to be a little more cozy. Another thing is all the woodwork in here, everything is a real hardwood. It's not a sticker wrap. It's all hardwood doors, hardwood cabinetry, everything is stained. There's a pair of fold-away guest chairs over here in case you want to pull out that extension on the table. And that is what I'm going to call a no-knee knock-and dinette there. There's all kinds of like LED accent lighting that'll kick on in a minute that I don't even have on now. It goes all along the crown molding, under the counters, it goes into the bathroom. It does, just about everything. Even that extra little kind of storage footrest ottoman there you could use in front of the sofa if you're so inclined. And if you do, take a seat at the sofa, you are on Boardwalk and Park Place, my friends. Now, you no doubt noticed there's a bunch of stuff in the cabinet still. The previous owners, my understanding is, and I could be wrong, if there's something you're curious about specifically, I would call ahead to make sure like that thing is going to be there, whatever you're looking for. But my understanding is the previous owners basically moved out this morning before I filmed. So whatever is left in this RV must have been their dedicated RV stuff. So as far as I know, it's all going with the camper, which is kind of cool. But if You're not like, I don't want someone else's stuff. That's not me. Throw it away. We don't care. And as I mentioned, there's accent lighting all over the place. And it takes it up yet another glorious notch in here. Accent lighting above that beautiful dining fixture, around that ceiling fixture, very diesel pushery style. And the one thing you won't see in here is the air conditioner, because it has dual whisper ducted air. Pinnacle's been doing that way before almost anybody else. Montana really did it about the same time, I'll say. There's accent lighting under the countertop line. And something else I want to show you is how you can use all the accent lighting kind of like for nighttime navigation, because the one lower accent switch, whether it's in the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, it activates all of the lower accent lights at the same time, including lights around the sink. So if you need to get in here and see what you're doing in the evening hours without being blinded, it'll give you enough light where you could come in, do your business, and be good to go. Now, there's plenty of legroom in front of that toilet there. We've got, extra toilet paper shelving next to us with, way big overhead storage right there. 2 of them, actually. This is an extra tall upper deck in these as well. That's a really cool thing North Point and Pinnacle do. They're 6.5 foot tall ceilings, but they also vault. Well, they're 6.5 foot tall walls, and they also vault. Corner seat in there. Once again, love all that little lighting. And notice, everything is spick and span, man. That's the technical term for it. I must have bumped the button reaching around the corner past that sliding pocket privacy door, but you have one of those extra large like rain sensor vent fans here. You have the same thing in the kitchen as well. Now, something I noticed, all of the lower accent lights kind of act as a little bit of a slave to what is going on here in the bedroom. So if you're in the master bedroom and you want those accent lights off, when you flip off the master bedroom switch, they all shut off and no one else can turn them on. So if you're in here at night counting sheep, whatevs, you don't end up getting blinded by all this stuff. Now, there's extra lights even overhead within the bed cavity. This is a 70 by 80 king bed. And even though, Pinnacle's actually cool. King bed is standard here, and you can size down to a queen as an option. What that means, and I wanted to leave this door closed on purpose so you could see there's always plenty of room to be able to walk around in here. And this is what Jayco calls their walk-in closet. This is huge. That is true cedar lining, not just a cedar print. I found there's a couple far more expensive brands than Pinnacle out there who will actually do things like use a cedar print on a wall panel and then just put cedar chips inside the nose cap. That's no joke. There are brands out there that do that for a lot more money than a Jayco Pinnacle. TV is downward angled toward you, which is fantastic. Washer dryer hookup in the corner if you are so inclined in that extra wide front closet. And that is stackable, capable, by the way. And remember, whisper ducted bedroom air conditioning as well. And even with the slide close, this thing is beautiful. Look at this. If you have to, you can actually shove one leg in there and then knee crawl across that king bed for some reason if you had to. But, for travel access, obviously, bedroom, bathroom remain accessible. I love that little inset light. It's those Pinnacle touches that take it above and beyond, Now, down here, they actually did pretty good in terms of travel accessibility. It is a little tight. But even though I'm a big guy wearing a coat, running a camera, I can still snake my way through here. I can get to the refrigerator. If you had to, you could get over here to part of the dining. You could stretch a bit to get to that sink. But as you see, you can get to the lion's share of the fridge and the freezer without ever bumping the slide out next to me. Now there's, I would say, a few main items I really want to touch on while we're out here, but there's a lot to cover on this one. Like, look at the awning space on this. The awning goes all the way up past the bedroom windows. You've got a huge front awning, plus a second one built right onto the face of the slide. The slides have their own slide awnings as well. You could say technically this camper has 5 awnings, but 3 on the slides, 2 for you and me. Outdoor entertainment center was added to this one, plus there's TV hookups in the basement. The entry door is extra wide, extra tall for easy come and go. And these are those what I call zero gravity stable steps. They'll hold themselves up in the air. Now, this is a drop frame fifth wheel, meaning you have a huge basement compartment. It doesn't always necessarily feel that way when you have a bunch of stuff stacked in it, but consider the fact you can put a couple big totes in there stacked up, and still have room inside. 6-point auto leveling does really all the work for you. And this down here, this RV, we actually sent over to Onan to have an aftermarket but factory generator install completed. That's a cool thing that we can do for you here at Haylett RV. Up top, a few things. You got a couple kind of little leveling pads under a fifth wheel tripod for a little bit of extra stability there. I probably mentioned inside, but for some reason, if I did forget, this is a 102-inch wide body product, and in English that translates into 8.5 foot wide. A normal big RV, like even this one's sister, the North Point, is 8 foot wide, so extra large in every area. Good look at those slide awnings there on their own. And over here, we've got ourselves our enclosed protected docking center next to that extra large water heater. And a good sign of good ownership from the previous folks, putting those little bug screens on there to keep the critters out so you don't have a flame out or anything like that. And without a bunch of stuff in the way, when I come over here, it's a little more obvious exactly how big it is in there. And I like the little Pinnacle touches, like the extra shelving that they put over here. And this has what one of my viewers once called a Sherpa, a seriously handy electrical power appliance, or accessory. I don't remember what it was, but basically your big heavy duty 50 amp cord reel. It has a 12 volt extend and retract function, which is so handy. 2-inch receiver hitch on the back to be able to add like a bike rack or something like that, and that beautiful full rear cap. Rear caps don't make the RV better, just make it look really good. And just like I think I mentioned inside, all the windows over here on the camp side of the RV where you want to enjoy them. And as this thing is virtually new, it still looks virtually new on top. All the seals look fantastic. Roof solar prep plug there if you're so inclined. Previous owner had us add a set of these Max Air vent covers over the power vents, so you can enjoy some anytime, rainy day, airflow. And remember how it's extra tall in the bedroom. They actually needed to use a low-profile air conditioner here so you didn't end up scalping this thing when you went under an overpass. So if you're ready to, make a retirement out of it, brand new RV, used RV price. Hard combination to beat. Give us a call, and we'd love the opportunity to work with you. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and have an A1 day, everyone. I'm freezing.